Charm City, we back at the yard.
Y'all know the yard.
If you know, you know.
Yeah. So look, on today's episode, family, friends, Charm City Smokers, we got an icon on here today.
A true living legend.
Living legend.
Yeah.
This man, when you look up Baltimore City, his picture gonna come up.
All day.
When you say hometown hero and what do you call it? Mr. Local,
Mr. Local, 217,
everything.
All that. Mr.
217. None other. Lieutenant Daryl Williams. Fort Hollins on. Yeah, thanks for coming on the show, my brother.
Appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
To the crew, it's a pleasure to be here. Captain Cash, King Harvey, Charm City Smoke.
But it's almost like being an NBA player, right?
Oh, wow.
Where you can walk in that greatness of who you are, bro.
Right.
Knowing who you are, you walking in that greatness, bro.
How does that feel?
How does that feel?
Instant
being
respect
being LeBron James.
Older guys, the younger guys.
Yeah. How does that feel?
How does that feel?
Well, I tell you one thing, for starters, when I'm on a fire engine, when I was on a fire engine, I wasn't on there alone. Always Fords.
Right.
On the fire truck, Fords. So this ain't no solo thing.
No,
it's not. So no, it's
I'm not talking about the fire department. I'm just talking about who you are.
So whatever I accomplished since '91, since I walked in the door, it was a team effort.
Okay.
So I understand. You like to single out, or maybe people like to single out, but I ain't a single person. Respect it,
To steal from other podcasts, we going to give you your flowers.
Okay, I'll take that, and there's a lot of people with me.
And I'm pretty sure everybody at Fort Hollins would understand.
But you don't want to take them steps. You got to take them steps. You taking them steps.
We just talk about this.
You taking them steps.
I understand. Yeah. I'll take that. I'll take that because I came in the job in '91.
Okay.
August of '91. Started the academy May. 3 months. 2 months of firefighting and suppression, and a month of EMT.
Yeah.
And once I got assigned to Engine 14, I wasn't fortunate enough to have fires right away.
Okay.
It was a lot of medic calls.
Okay. Yeah.
So I got baptized not by fire, but doing CPR and I'm full of rest.
Okay. So I want to
for months.
So everything we just talked about, right? And here, what you just said, I want to take it back a little bit.
Okay.
Right. I want to take it back. What part of Baltimore are you from? Oh, you born in the city, right?
Born and raised Baltimore City. Born at University of Maryland Hospital.
Okay.
Yeah, right there. On your arm, right?
Yeah.
Right there.
Show the folks.
There's only a few with that tattoo.
Right, there's a few people that can wear that tattoo, man. Everybody can't wear that, bro.
614 North Pacey Street.
Okay.
Come on my house, you had Emerson Avenue on the right, Harlem Avenue on the left.
Yeah.
Right.
Shout out to Angie Ferguson, her dad owned a cotton club.
Yeah. We went there before, right there in the corner.
Okay.
Harlem and Pacey.
Mr. Stan.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, he ran with Lil Melvin.
Yeah.
All of them. So I grew up in that environment.
Okay.
That's what's up.
In '69. That's a long time ago.
That's fine.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's all right, you look good. You
Right,
look good,
but it was a time. That was an era of gangsters.
So can you tell us a story about growing up in that area?
Yes.
But you ain't got to say names. You can say Pookie.
When I was 4 or 5 years old, the neighborhood, Mr. David Brooks lived next to me.
Okay.
He was in the gang. He used to say, my brother, younger brother, name was Paul. Daryl and Paul get in the house, we about to start shooting.
What?
Whoa.
They tell you that?
They would give you a warning. Back in the 70s, this was nice.
Right.
You know, they had ethics.
Wow, that was
They had a code. They had a code.
Yeah.
So me and my brother would pick up our Tonka toys and get in the house.
Say, you know what time it is.
And lo and behold, bop.
Wow.
You know, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, 2 o'clock in the morning. Well, we weren't out 2 in the morning,
Yeah.
but it would disrupt our playtime.
Yeah.
Right.
So that's how I was raised. Gunshots, sirens lulled me to sleep at night. Unfortunately, it wasn't Medic. It was Medic 15 and Medic 12. They didn't have 21 and all these other medic units back in the 70s. But I was lulled to sleep by ambulances and gunfire sometimes.
Yeah.
But my grandparents raised us.
Okay.
So we had that, I guess we went to church.
Yeah. What church?
Morning Star Baptist Church.
Shout out to Morning Star.
Fayette Street.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
10,000 Fayette Street. So that was a part of my growing up.
So what schools did you attend growing up in that area?
Harriet Tubman on Harlem and Monroe.
Okay.
It was called Harriet Tubman Elementary School.
Okay. Yeah, right now.
It was before that. It was Robert Fulton after the guy built the steam engines. Then we became Afrocentric as a culture. They got rid of the Robert Fulton, and the new school was Harriet Tubman.
Okay, right.
Yeah, so and from there I went to Calverton.
Okay. Yeah. Calverton. Yeah.
What's that? Mosier?
Lafayette, and
Lafayette. Yeah.
Mosier.
You close to like Riggs and all.
Riggs,
Calverton.
yeah.
I'm thinking about James Mosier.
Okay.
No.
But I know
all
we
the
were,
Hoopers went to Calverton.
but across the way was Lamell.
Yeah.
I got you. So Calverton, and then high school I went to. My brother and I, we played sports. We stayed out the streets.
What sports?
We played all of them.
Okay.
In the hood, you know that.
Yeah, in the hood, yeah, growing up. Yeah.
You know, never had any training, never went to camp.
Yeah.
You know, y'all probably went to camp.
I did at Capitol. I went to camp at Capitol. I did.
See?
I did.
What, for basketball?
They were all sports. That's why I learned to play lacrosse at.
Is that program still around?
I don't know. It was free, too.
It's probably not.
I learned how to swim there and everything.
I mean, were you good when you went there?
No, quit. We talking about that.
Right, you know, with the camp.
Right.
You know, everybody look, they know I ride Randy, man. You know, he's the best last man on the bench.
Right.
And I didn't know you hooped either.
I played basketball. He know that.
He played basketball.
Did he?
I was good.
He was on the team.
I mean, every team I tried out for. At BNBL, from BNBL, high school, middle school, they was always mad at Harv. Harv made every team I tried out for.
He did.
You were an integral part of the team?
Yeah, I played.
He was, man.
I believe it.
You're only as good as the last man on the bench.
He know.
I believe
You're only
it
good as
because
the last man on the bench.
a few years ago, we worked out at Under Armour together.
I was retired.
I went down to, this is like 7-8 years ago.
It was.
Right.
And Randy,
Scott Klein.
myself, Scott Klein,
Uh-huh.
a few other guys in the fire department. It was Turf Tuesday. And
Yeah, you don't work out. You don't work out.
Okay.
You just started working out.
And Randy was showing out. I didn't know this big dude could move like that. I had no idea.
I don't know if it was a compliment or you shade at me. You're like, yo, for a big man, you move well.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, is that a compliment?
It was. I was shocked because him and Meredith brothers was showing out. Meredith down there. Meredith, boy.
Work with that.
Before we go any further, quick, man, I want to shout out Merck Brothers, man. He had recently passing away. Just want to give a shout out to him.
Yeah, you work.
Yeah.
So Merck was showing out. King Harvey was showing out.
Yeah.
Under Armour. I mean, they laying on the ground, jumping up without using their arms, legs, anything. They just flat on their back.
So, that's the one that's down.
Yeah, it's
right
crazy.
downtown by the
Like,
yard.
look at this big ass dude getting up there.
I went down there 2 times, right, when I was working out.
I'm athletic.
Dude, I almost died down there, bro.
I'm
That was like the only time I went to a training thing where I was like, I gotta sit here for like an hour to get myself together.
I love it.
Shout out to Under Armour
I
though.
love it.
Feel free to sponsor.
But you always were in shape.
Yes.
Why was that playing football and stuff? You just stayed in
And
shape?
like I said, my brother and I, we played Pop Warner growing up football, played BNBL basketball. I wasn't good at basketball. I showed up at practice and worked hard. Game time, I was on the bench.
Okay.
You know, so this was BNBL. Lafayette Poplar Grove, St. Edward's Church. Shout out to Coach Pierre.
Okay.
Father Maurice Blackwell was his brother was
dude, that name
Blackwell sounds familiar.
on Medic 4.
Did he have a brother that played at City? Blackwell?
His brother was a Medic 4 with Patty.
Dale.
Damn. It came to me.
Yeah. So I did BNBL there. But on the team was stars like Devin Boyd and Mouse. Back in the 70s and 80s.
Did boy go to Clemson?
Towson State.
Towson State.
It was Devin. It was David Brown Beetle with the Cardinal Gibbons with the UMass. So I was deep on the bench.
Okay.
So football was my thing.
Gotcha.
And I played. I was, believe it or not, Pop One. I was a quarterback.
Okay.
And my brother was a tailback.
Okay.
We played across from Carver High School, Eastwood.
Eastwood. I went to Carver for a little bit.
Menlo Street.
Across the street.
Menlo Street and Baker Street.
Baker. So we were there and we played. I was a quarterback. My brother was a tailback, and we would play out Drill Park. And one time we scrimmaged Northwood.
It was the shit.
And we didn't do too bad. My brother and I, we were just throwing it back to each other. So one of the coaches over there was like, I want you to apply to Dunbar. Now I was at, I didn't know anything about these boys.
West Side guy.
West Side. So I said, man, all right. So I applied for Dunbar and I got accepted. And I ran into the coach and that's why I started playing football at Dunbar.
Was you quarterback at Dunbar?
I was a wide receiver, a slow wide receiver.
So you more like a tight end. That seems like a tight end.
I was 170 pounds.
Okay,
I got you.
Chief Stafford liked to say I started taking steroids.
Right.
Not true. So
Stafford on the other side. We can say whatever we want to say about him now.
Right, he ain't even up yet, right?
He can't pull up.
Yeah, I ain't take steroids, sucker.
So I was doing research on you, right? Going down your IG page looking. And I saw that picture of you in a Dunbar uniform. I think it was like number 5 or
Number
something
5,
like that.
yep, that was it, number 5.
This how old it was, right? He had the bar, the face piece with the bar down the middle,
They have
like
a
the
lot
lineman joint. The lineman joint,
It's
right?
almost a leather helmet.
So so I'm looking at it, right? It's a Dunbar Poets 1986. I instantly had that, kept on like, dang, I was 2 years old. But like, bro,
Yeah.
my thing is like, even to bring that up and play around with it, you was in high school in 86. We were kind of just born.
Yeah,
And just, but just to see
84.
how
84.
well in shape you are now, bro, you don't even
Yeah.
look like you over 50.
Right.
You know what I'm
In the
saying?
gym every other day.
Gotcha.
Okay.
That's it. You ain't got to go in there and go hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just in there every other day, hour and a half.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Ain't no secrets, ain't no shortcuts.
That's what's up,
So,
man.
like, how good were you in high school? Did you get recruited any? Like,
Well, like I said, my brother ended up, he didn't go to Dunbar. He decided to go to City.
okay.
That's why I
Oh,
tell him,
bravo.
shout
Okay.
out to Juwan Yancey.
Okay. Shout out Chief Yancey.
Chief Yancey, my man.
Italian Chief Yancey.
Italian
Your
Chief.
wife got you, bro.
Yeah.
She laying down the law.
Yes, Captain Chief as well.
Deputy.
Oh, Deputy Chief. Oh
Deputy.
yeah, oh man. Yeah.
That's what I said.
You outranked in the house, man. So my brother went to City, but I went to Dunbar. I was a year ahead of him, so I wasn't good, but I was good enough to play on the team. I wasn't a superstar. I was a slow wide receiver.
Okay.
And I played outside linebacker because
Okay.
you know you went 2 ways.
Yeah,
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 always.
yeah,
You played
yeah.
the whole game.
Yeah,
If you
right.
were good. If
Yeah.
you were good, you
Right.
played the whole
Yeah,
game.
yeah.
Yes.
Special teams, everything.
So I was slow.
Yeah.
Special teams.
No,
No, I had
football player.
you had to play like all three. I had to play offense, defense.
He
and
played all the
special
sports. I ain't play football. He did.
Okay, and lacrosse.
Yeah,
All American, all Metro.
And
Yeah.
another sport. And he was three sports.
I mean, wrestling, I just
And wrestling.
kind of doubled that, man. I ain't
Three-sport
really.
athlete.
What were you in that? You won something?
I was heavyweight. I was 190.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Worst,
Ooh.
you know, in the fire department, right? We've been smell a lot of things. The worst smell. Basketball practice. We had to walk through where they trained at. We had to walk through the wrestlers.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that stunk, bro. That smell right there would never
It was the
forget that
mats.
smell.
It wasn't us.
I
It was
would
the
never
mats.
forget that
Everybody
smell
who wrestled
of
out
the
there
wrestlers.
know the mats are horrible. Like
I'm
all
like,
that
is that
sweat,
thing like
they got
they
sweat
want
for
to
30
stink
years.
just in case like somebody comes stinking? when
Because
you got
y'all
wrestling
had to
against
wear
them?
the suits when you had to lose weight.
Yeah, we wore the sweatsuits to try to make weight. It wasn't sweatsuits back then. You just put a plastic bag on.
Yeah.
And a sweatsuit,
The
like
same
a regular, like
plastic
a champ sweatsuit.
Yeah.
Just did your thing, but
Right.
but yeah, man, continue with your.
Oh, that was high school. That was 10th
So
grade.
after high school, okay.
My coach was Coach Wade.
Oh, by the way,
Yeah, he coached football too.
Yeah.
What's up? Yeah.
So, and I was over there, and being a West Side guy over there, nobody knew me. So I had to
Right.
start, from the bottom.
That's what I was gonna ask you, man,
Yeah.
because you know West Baltimore.
They had their
go to
connections.
West
I saw the coach from
When
Northwood.
you played, was that guy, the East Side guy in Baltimore that loves all the East Side schools? That be
He was there.
He was there. Was he there back then?
Yeah, Champ.
Champ.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Champ. Yeah, he was there.
Knock him out. He
Knock
was
him
running
out.
Yeah, he was there.
Okay.
Yeah.
He was there. My quarterback, when I was in the 10th grade, the starting quarterback used to throw the ball to me. I was on the JV. I was on the practice team. Damn it.
Yeah.
I played special teams in 10th grade, but when we played like Lake Clifton and played against Chuck Smothers,
Oh, okay. 58 is.
oh
It was a game.
yeah, he legit.
What
Okay.
position was
He
he?
was obviously he was good.
Oh, he was
Okay.
okay.
Oh, he was
Okay.
fast, unstoppable.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, one of the best.
Really?
What's up?
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
Some of the things you learn here
Yeah.
on the
Chuck Smothers
podcast,
was
right?
bad. So
Well, okay.
we used to prepare for Lake Clifton.
Okay.
We used to prepare for him.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
So
Yeah.
Coach Wade used to say, "You're gonna be Chuck Smothers in practice." 10th grade. Now Chuck was in 11 for 12.
Right.
So my coach used to, Coach Wade used to say, "You Smothers." So the quarterback used to throw the ball at me. I'm playing against the
Yeah.
first team defense,
Right.
and I was lighting them up. Right.
Ooh.
And that's what got me a spot on the team.
Okay.
Offensively. Because
Gotcha.
I was lighting them
That's
up.
how it go.
Yeah, and I was lighting them up in practice. Then I finally got my shot in 11th grade. Well, halfway through to my 10th grade year when I started playing, but I
Okay.
wasn't that good to get plays called for.
Okay.
We was a running
He
team.
was
Yeah,
okay.
yeah,
You
yeah,
just
yeah.
block.
Yeah,
Okay.
so I was just blocking.
Right.
Right.
So you like the Ravens offense?
Yeah.
You know, like, yeah, that's how you run offense.
Yeah, block and get out the way. Yeah, so that was it. And then I was able to, I went up after high school, 87, I finished.
Okay.
I was able, like everybody else went through Morgan. Everybody,
Yeah,
everybody
yeah,
went
yeah.
through
Morgan
Morgan.
was
I went to
Right.
Morgan.
Stanford, I think Jasper
I did,
yourself.
yeah,
Yeah, Captain Jasper, shout out. Captain
Yeah.
Will.
Mhm.
No doubt.
You know, so yeah, I did that for a few years. Like I said, 87 I finished, and then I took the test at 89.
So
Okay.
what?
Fire
So what?
department.
Growing up, when you grew up, hand the medics, what made you want to join the fire department?
Seeing that fire truck, man. It wasn't even the engine, just seeing them guys operate on that truck.
Okay.
Shout out to the truck, man.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Swinging
Definitely
that
something.
We all won. We all won.
No, it's different. It's different.
Yeah,
It's the same, but it's different.
we all
yeah,
won.
Yeah.
So I always wanted to, since then, seeing the fire trucks.
Right.
You know, and 614 on Pace Street was my home base, but I lived with my grandparents were there. but I stayed with my mom and my dad, and they separated.
Okay.
So I moved all over.
Okay.
Okay.
What part? Talk to me.
Hilton Parkway, Liberty,
Okay.
White Lock,
Okay. Everybody.
Brookfield Avenue,
Yeah.
Orleans, and Monument. I mean, below Monument, Madeira.
Wow, bro, you did. Wow.
Is that like, is that considered down here?
That's down the hill.
Yeah.
That's down the hill.
Orleans, Madeira. Look at that.
For those who's
From West, I said this before the podcast. Come up in West Baltimore, I never knew what down the hill was. I know now, but I'm like,
I
yeah,
just
down
probably
the hill.
learned maybe like 5 years ago what down the hill was.
Yeah, down the
You know
hill.
what I'm saying?
Shout out to Lieutenant Janelle Taylor, because she bounced around too. I remember watching Hollins.
Yeah.
So I bounced around.
Right.
But Payson Street was always
That was
home.
home.
It was home.
Yeah, my
I
mom and
got
my
you.
dad could drop me off there every weekend.
Yeah.
So I lived all those different places, and every place I went to, I had to fight.
Yeah,
You
you
know,
had
when
to,
you're
of
7, 8
course.
years old,
You got to.
back in the 70s, they're gonna chop. You know, I got approached all the
Yeah,
time.
me
I'm
too.
my older brother.
Yeah.
Where you from? I'm saying I'm from Brookfield Avenue. I live on the 3rd floor up there. I'm fighting every place we moved.
Right.
Every place my mom got kicked out of and evicted.
Yeah.
Orleans and Madeira had to fight.
Yeah.
You know, and you just
you
put
kill
them
on the
up.
block. You kill on the block.
Yeah, and I won some and I lost some.
That's how it goes.
You know, but you put
You
them
had to
up.
tell the story.
Yeah. Get up, Craig. Yeah.
Come on, Greg.
So yeah, that's what I moved around. So I was used to moving, but Mason Street. So finally, at age like 8 or 9, my grandparents got tired of us, my brother. So they were 65 years old.
Okay.
How old are your little brothers? Yeah, younger than
A
you?
year and a half.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, I'm with him all the time.
Yeah, I'm
All
sure,
with
I'm
Duke
sure.
City College. You
Okay.
can Google
Yeah,
him.
yeah.
He on YouTube running
Okay.
over people.
Okay.
He was much better than
I'm
me.
definitely with YouTube.
Yeah, he was running over Antonio Freeman Buttons for the
Wow.
Buttons.
Yeah,
They beat him
Green
up.
Bay.
They beat him up at Memorial Stadium, City Pilot game.
Yeah.
Okay.
Beat the mess out of him.
Yeah.
So
I love it.
so I was
That's
able
what's
to
up, man. That's
football and baseball, and then I took the test in '89,
Okay.
and then I got in 91.
You got it in
Okay.
91.
Okay.
So you're 1991, 14 engine, right? Well, did you know about 14 engine when you got
No,
there?
I didn't.
Okay.
I got warned by the captain out there.
Who was the captain at the time?
Captain Boston.
Captain
Shout
Ball.
out to Captain Ball.
Yes.
Okay,
And he
okay.
said, you go into a company where you ever catch a train? I said, yeah. He said, well, this train won't stop.
Oh, there you-
Yeah, you sitting on the platform, think this going psst.
Yeah.
Stop Hollins Street. He said, no, you got to get down there with your gear early. Put it on there. Cause y'all, and sure enough, man, as soon as I got there that morning, well, my first night I was detailed there. They wouldn't let me go to 14 engine because no officers was working. Back in the 90s, they didn't want new
okay.
people going there to work.
Hey,
and
man, I
acting.
feel like they should have to bring that back. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
it was
I'm
no
seeing some
officer.
things
They
around
detailed
town.
me to Eastern Avenue, way out there. It was
What-
a rail
what's
tower
that?
back then.
Okay, with truck
City
20?
Hospital.
Yeah, truck 20.
Yeah.
So you had your feet up chilling.
Oh,
You was chilling.
I was nervous. I ain't go. I wasn't chilling. I had my
What you say it was called?
124.
124?
Earl Tower 124,
Okay,
and I
okay.
stepped. I was there, and I kept my boots on because I thought I was ready, but I didn't realize
Well, nothing happened.
nothing. Not one
You was
run.
chilling.
And they let you sit around with your
My
boots
boots on. They was laughing at me.
Look at yo.
Look at him. And I had my boots tied up tight, and nothing
Right.
happened. But when I got the 14 engine and following shit,
Yeah.
that's when we got. It was just busy. Medic runs. It was August. It was hot. It was full arrest after full arrest. I didn't see any fire for real, man.
Right.
I was like, this kind of sucks. But when I did get my first fire,
Yeah.
I was prepped because I was detailed around. And I saw how 13 truck operated.
Yeah.
I saw 30 engine. I was up there with Troy Bond. Showed me the
Okay.
Troy Barnes,
Shout out
yeah,
Troy
yeah,
Barnes.
Troy Bonds
yeah,
showed me
yeah.
the way. John Davis showed me the
John
way.
Davis.
Yep, John
No,
Davis,
Kenny,
yeah,
Kenny Moore,
Yeah.
Wendell
yeah,
Epps.
Wendell Epps, right the
Yeah.
streets.
Yeah, he showed
Yeah.
Dion how to do things. He got Lieutenant Dion.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how I read Dion get his professionalism from. It's from them guys.
Yeah.
You know, so I knew that once that gong went off and crazy tones went off for a box, to
Right.
be ready, and I was ready.
So who was your crew when you got the 14 inches of firefighter?
Oh my gosh, we had older lieutenants.
Okay.
They were elderly.
They were on their way
Senior
out.
citizens on their way out.
Mm-hmm.
So it was Lieutenant McDonald. He passed away. He had 30 some years when I got there.
Okay.
So I already knew that I better get all the holes I needed because I'm going in and he wouldn't be behind.
I got you.
You know, he was.
And y'all didn't have radio. Everybody didn't have a radio back
No,
then.
he had a
So
radio.
It was
Yeah,
only
just
officers when you
officers
came
with
in,
radio.
But it was 13
So it was
trucks.
just you. Oh my God.
13 trucks showed up. They always had, if a fire was dispatched in the morning,
Yeah.
they had 6 people on it because there was a change of shifts and they just jumped
They
on.
just jumped
Okay.
on. Okay.
They jumped on.
Yeah.
So I know that it was a second floor bedroom fire in the rear, and And all I can remember, let's go, because these guys about to show up. My lieutenant poured as much hose as he could, and he stopped at the steps.
At the base of the, did he leave?
You got it. Good, keep going.
No,
keep going. You got it.
He didn't even come in.
Back.
Keep going.
He didn't even come in. He was at the front step.
Oh, outside.
Outside. Oh, outside.
And I had section of hose, and I saw the smoke banking
down.
to the floor,
Yeah.
going up. I'm like,
I should stay my ass in
You
college.
remember that?
Stay my ass in college.
I'm like, and I could hear 13 truck coming.
Right.
And like I said, they had 6 guys on.
Yeah.
So you knew somebody was going to be behind you.
No, not be behind. They
trying to get past.
They would take your pipe.
What?
What? The truck.
13 truck would take your pipe.
That's a whole
and put
nother.
your fire out.
Are you serious?
Sam Darby, Joe Yingling.
Oh, this says it all.
Trey
That says it all. That says it all.
I got you. I know
That
the
says it all.
name.
Trey
I know the
Sandmeyer.
names. I don't know him, but I know the rest of them.
He on Airflex.
He on
now.
Airflex.
Okay.
Yeah.
They would take your fire.
Okay.
So I got all this hose. I'm at
Yingling
the
is a
top of the
firefighter,
steps.
motherfucker.
I'm looking down the
Yeah.
steps and I can see them coming. I can hear all I can hear.
Yeah.
So I went in there and put the fire out, and they backed me up. And it was a baby in there. I didn't even know.
Wow.
I didn't even know. I was just going 100%.
Yeah, for the
And
fire.
come to find out, Billy Rab, shout out to Captain Rab.
Shout out to Captain Rab,
He was
truck
on the
one.
truck, 13, and he went in there, and I put the fire out, and as I'm in the rear room, they come out with the baby.
Right.
So he came out, Daniel Starling's Moose.
Yeah, Big Moose
He
just
was-
retired.
Yeah, shout out to Moose. He was riding Lieut.
Wow.
So he came in as well. So I put the fire and I come out and they rushing the baby off in the medic unit. Say he didn't die. He ended up living and everything. And I'm like, man, I had no idea. I was just going 100% regardless.
Yeah.
And I found out there was a baby in there. And,
What street was this?
Payson and McHenry.
If you know anybody watching this, if
Right.
you know this person they talking about,
That
hey, let us
survived
know who
that
it
fire.
is, so we get the picture of it. Man.
Hey, Cat Rab
if
kept
it was
me-
a fire, back
Payson
then,
and
let us know.
Captain Rab
Payson
kept in
McHenry.
contact with me.
Really?
For a little bit.
Oh, so there we go.
So
Okay.
yeah, so it was like,
Okay.
and that's 3 blocks from the fire.
Yeah.
So I had to get, it was early in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
We was doing housework, so all I heard was the crazy tones. I'm like, this is it.
Yeah.
Showtime.
Yeah, time
So I'm
to go.
getting dressed, and back then they had the air bottles. They weren't ergodynamic, the backpacks.
Yeah.
It was like an ironing board cut in half.
Whoa.
Big
Okay.
ass board.
But you was in shape though. You was.
And the bottle was twice the size, so
Okay.
I felt like I was about to take off into space. Putting all that on, and it's huge. You like, and I can remember getting off the PO, Tommy Vane, rest in peace. He grabbed me by he took the engine 3/4 off, threw it over my shoulder with another section because he knew my lieutenant wasn't coming in. Lieutenant
Okay,
Dunn.
they knew the game.
And then
You
he
get
spent me around and said that way,
Yeah.
and he pushed me, and I said because it wasn't smoke showing,
Yeah.
but once I got to the place, I was like, yeah, this is it. This is it.
Wow.
So I masked up, went in there and pulled all the hose I could, got to the steps. Like I said, 13 truck came. You guys was just like,
Yeah.
my home dog.
The guys you named, I'm
Big
sure.
dogs,
Yeah.
man.
Big
they
Big
dogs.
grabbed
dogs,
them underneath the back of my mask and was like, God,
Right.
Okay.
So look, because you mentioned Sam Darby, right?
woo!
And I'm gonna say this story because I don't know if it's true or not. I never asked him, but I would love to have more to talk about it. They were saying when he was a lieutenant, 8 engine, he used to carry around a note. Is that
A letter.
a letter?
What you talking about?
If he died in the fire, he used to keep a
If
letter.
I don't make it, sweetheart, this is
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Damn.
And I was like,
yeah.
I was taken back by that. I'm like, I've never want to be on the fire with him.
Right.
'Cause I feel like we gonna die.
I never thought about that. I never thought about that.
Yeah, he was like, we're going off to Vietnam or something.
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah, they was going to war. Them boys when they was
Yeah, because how y'all
they
used to
was
fight
going
fire in the past, I ain't gonna lie. This guy right here,
Yeah.
I would have had joined, bro.
Y'all was like the first real
It
edition of
wasn't
like
for me.
Chicago Fire.
That would have been
You
for
know what
me.
I'm saying? Like,
That
that
would
was
have been
No,
for me.
no Max hoods, nothing.
Yeah.
We didn't have a
Were
hood.
they were they masking up when you got in?
They didn't, 13 truck didn't wear masks.
Okay.
None of them wore masks.
Yeah.
Their bottle stayed on the truck.
Yeah.
Woo.
Yeah. That's deep, man. That's deep.
So they was coming.
So how long were you at 14 as a firefighter?
13 years.
13 years.
So 13 years, 2004, I got promoted to lieutenant.
Okay.
But
Okay.
Where'd you go?
55 engine for 2 years.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah.
Y'all, I guess they were y'all. Were they really y'all nemesis then, or y'all was kind of like more like little
They
brother?
weren't the same 55 as now.
Yeah, same 55
No,
now.
it's a little different.
Yeah,
I got
It was like slow retirement place.
Yeah.
No casino was down there, so
Yeah.
we did the 2 days and the 2 nights, and out of a 4 shift, we may have 7 nights there. Yeah, that was
Wow.
the day when you went there to just relax.
Right.
And
Right.
that's where Lieutenant Janelle Taylor came as a rookie. She came in 20.
Okay, so
Truck.
yeah,
I was there.
For those who don't know, that's Pig Town. We're talking about Pig Town.
Bush Street.
Bush Street, Pig
Yeah.
Town. Yep.
Yeah, so like because me and Janelle as well, you came in like 04,
Yeah.
05, somewhere
Yep.
around
All
there.
came in
right?
there around the same time.
Yeah, she was in 23 trucks. Matter of fact, Janelle Taylor on one of our past episodes mentioned when she came down there and she used to ride 55 with you
A
all the
lot.
time.
And
Yeah,
I
you
was
got a lot of
so
friends.
happy to see Janelle because she was young, she wanted to do a job, and we would go over to Carroll Park and she could detail to the engine. I would let her drive the fire engine. I was a new lieutenant, and I get back to the firehouse and 23 truck was lined up. They were like, man, she doesn't have this license, she doesn't have this license. Don't matter, man. We're gonna train. We're gonna train, and we worked out. Me and Janelle, we lift weights. And then when the critical went in back in the day, 55 and 23 truck, they were responsible for it. But all they needed was 2 members. Janelle would go and I would go.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
As an officer?
I would jump on that thing with Janelle.
Really? Or just because you like the vibe?
To get out of there, do some work.
Oh.
Hey. But you were still fairly new. You say you got like 13
14 years. And Janelle
whatever you was on the bridge. Like, bro, there's no way I would do that.
I know. We got to talk
the
about that. We
critical
got to put you out there. We
Come on,
got to put you out there.
Come on,
We got to
Cat.
put you out there,
Hey,
Cat.
man, I love my EMS people,
Cat.
man. Shout out to all my EMS people, but if the critical went in and they looked at me, and
And
I'm
it-
probably incriminating myself. I'm telling you now, I'm going offset. I'm just like, y'all know. You know what I mean? I might be
I
incriminating
remember Ray
myself.
Dingle. I remember Ray Dingle, Agent 20 had the critical, and I was a rookie. He refused to ride it. He like, I'm not riding it. Send me home or do whatever. I'm not riding that critical. I wrote it for him. I like, don't worry. You ain't got to do that tonight, yo. You ain't got to get yourself in trouble. I got hot on the phone. Yeah. Because
Look,
I'm not riding that thing.
I got one more before I leave.
Go ahead, go ahead.
I got this one critical alert story. I was a 52 engine, right? Me and Chauncey Hunter. Remember Chauncey?
Whoa, that's old school. That's
Yeah.
the beginner. That's 52. That's the nickel.
That's the
use.
yeah.
Yeah, that's him.
So we had the critical, man, right? And I swear, he was already upset. We took him running. We was on Mad Fat. We was riding the 500 block for last. I got the patient. It's raining a little bit. Next thing you know, he turned the corner off at Emerson. All his boom.
No.
He ran into a house.
I know somebody that did that too.
And we got a patient
off a Wabash. You know what I'm talking about.
A house?
Yeah,
he ran into a house.
I know
house,
the same person off a Wabash
Yeah.
ran into the house. Yeah.
But all right, LT, we're going to let you keep going.
So the
though,
critical
man.
would go in, and Janelle would jump up, and I would jump up, and everybody at 23 truck engine 55 like, I'm crazy. And I'm like, I just got to get out of here. That's what I would tell them on my way out there. I just got to get out of here.
Yeah.
I'm like, and we did a couple of runs, and Janelle was like, you know what I mean, making a stop, because I'm driving. I'm like, hell no. So yeah,
Right.
me and
Well,
Janelle
y'all had-
made some
yeah.
trips. We made some trips around the city.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, Janelle, go ahead. And Janelle was, single and young.
Right.
And I'm an old school, I'm pop.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
Uncle Bernie Mac or whatever. And I'm
You
driving.
live in vehicle. They say you live in vicariously.
Yeah.
That's how they
To
do
the
it.
person, right? It happens. It
I was
happens.
like, can we get a stop? I made a stop and I parked the block away and I'm looking, I'm trying to see.
Yeah.
I'm like, whoa,
Jessica Rabbit.
that's a dime piece.
We ain't gonna talk about
Yeah,
that.
go ahead, go
We'll
ahead.
talk about something different.
He already been in trouble for that.
If
You know, we ain't even going.
Now I want to say something to my brother real quick. Yo, did you see that big scandal that happened right in the news the other day?
No.
Or selling fake shoes. What was it called? Velocity.
Oh,
They were selling fake shoes.
No, stop it,
They were
man.
selling fake shoes.
No, they
Everybody
not.
got fake shoes.
No, they
Say,
not.
No, we just joking. I know.
okay.
I
No,
know.
yeah.
That's my man.
No,
Yeah,
man, that's
got
what we gonna
a
talk
That's what I'm
about.
saying. We
That's
talk
what we're gonna
about.
talk about.
Transition
Hey,
in a little
all your
bit.
shoes are fake.
No, I'm not. No, because he hometown, but he went to Charlotte and opened up Velocity Sneaker.
Yeah, I just messed with you. We
Is
saw
that
that on
the
your
thing?
Instagram. We saw it on your Instagram.
Yeah.
He is it like a small shop? How long has he been there for a while?
Small stop in Charlotte. He just opened one in.
Steve Smith just did an interview with him, didn't he?
Wow, probably.
I think Steve Smith.
Really?
I just
The
saw an
basketball
interview.
player?
No, the football player Steve Smith.
Oh, yeah,
He's
Steve
so popular in Charlotte. People don't even know. He's a Baltimore guy.
Yeah.
I met him in high school.
Yes,
He
that's
went down
him.
there with nothing and started. And I'm like, man, after a few years, I said, what you going to do? The baby came through back in the 2000
I
something.
think
The rapper.
Didn't Jordan come through there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He cools with J. Cole, the rapper.
Oh, really?
I'm
Okay.
saying,
Even in Charlotte, the
It was
baby,
a joke, my brother. I knew you ain't selling fake shoes. It was
No,
a joke.
he for real. He legit. He would come through in a like a Crown Vic with
Yeah.
the Charlotte Hornet colors.
Oh, really?
Wow.
Okay.
Just starting out.
Oh.
I'm like, and he coming in.
There's definitely some down south stuff.
He coming in with cash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And his store was a small size of a downtown locker room.
Yeah.
But everybody came out there because I don't know how he maneuvered the deal.
Yeah.
But
It don't matter.
Yeah,
Great.
and that's how you get down though. But I said, what you gonna do with your first million? I said,
First
I
million?
done made $1 million already. But anyway, yeah. So that's why he opened up a store in Arundel Mills.
Yeah, no, I was just joking
Okay,
with you.
all right,
We saw you with the picture. We saw you with the picture.
All right, got you.
We saw
Go
you with the picture.
Yeah.
That's what I want to talk about, man. Your love for sneakers, because I'm a sneaker guy, right?
I
wanna
know
talk
you
about-
are.
right,
I'm
I
going
wanna
to ask your
talk-
partner, Captain Cash,
Yeah.
since y'all high school friends since 15, 16, do you know what my King Harvey's best pair of Jordans are? What his number is? If you're his boy, I know.
You know.
So, I'm not a Jordan guy. I left my Jordan era back in like 07, 08. So I don't
You don't know what King Harvey's favorite
I
Jordan
don't
is?
know.
Wait, tell the
11.
Tell the world. Tell the world.
Jordan's
11.
11s.
11s, yeah.
There you
He
go. I know that.
11.
But
We talked about
so now
sneakers.
I want to know, because we sneaker guys, what's your favorite shoe? Tennis shoe. What's your favorite
I
tennis
said 11s. 11s
too.
like you. But
I know.
I said
I
low
want the world to
cuts,
know. I want the world to know.
and I said low cuts, but you said high top.
How
For
many-
those
how
who
many-
know
how many-
11s are, we make sure.
11 everybody know.
The ones you
How
like.
many pairs of shoes do you own?
1,000, close to 1,000. And
So that's your advice.
I got some
You
exclusive.
still got, like, so where you got them stored? Like,
It's in the
that's
You
a
got
lot of
a
tennis
whole
shoes.
room?
It's in the
That's a lot of
storage.
tennis
It's
shoes.
in the
It's
storage.
in the extra
You got a
storage unit.
It's
It's
a storage
storage
unit.
Boxes.
Are you serious?
Triple lock.
It's
Triple
the-
pad
it's
lock.
the double lock.
Oh,
So,
double
so
I got
what,
about 1,000
what's your
pairs.
plan? What are you doing? Like, oh, you want to, like, that's a lot of shoes. What are you doing?
Man, I don't know. I just got them.
You're not selling them.
And I
You're not
got like
selling
8 pair of Kobe's before he died.
So yeah, they went up. So you're not
I
selling
went to
them.
Lancaster, Pennsylvania. I would go up there on the low,
Right.
and they were selling Kobe's before he died. Years before he died, they weren't popular. The
Wow.
bronze. And then he
died,
died.
they
And
went
I
up.
got
Yeah.
man, I'm drinking. I got like 8 pair. They
So
were
what are you
1,100
doing?
a piece.
What are you doing? What's your plan? You
I
just
don't-
holding on to them?
You gotta hold on to them, bro. They just
You just holding on to them. You don't need the money. I'm sure y'all don't need the money, but what are you doing?
I don't know. I have no plan for them now.
Because you have children, right?
I have two
got-
two
you got
daughters,
girls,
and then
right?
2 young daughters and an older daughter.
Yeah,
Oh,
you got a girl, your girl
Boy,
dad.
I'm a girl dad too.
Yeah.
Right?
yeah,
right.
so they don't know what to do. You know?
Yeah, you can't pass it to
Yeah.
your son.
No, that's it.
Yeah,
Wow.
damn, bro.
Man, that's crazy. So look, to piggyback off the shoe fetish, right? Like I said, when we first started, you are like pro local. I
Yes.
see you Wizards, Orioles. That's why I wore the shirt. I wore the shirt.
But you always repping the O's too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it was
We all
Ravens.
we got to.
Like I see you like local schools, you straight hometown.
Yes.
guy.
WB.
WB.
Yes.
I see you wear a lot of Cashland, right?
John Cashland.
Okay.
And he's East Baltimore guy.
Right.
And I knew him
And where
from the
where's
store.
Cashland? They over east, right?
No, I found out he never tells you where he's from because he like
Yeah.
money from.
Yeah.
all
No, I
over.
mean the
all
store. I mean the
His
store.
store is down in there off of Bush Street, the new store. But he started on Pratt.
Frank Street.
Pratt,
Yeah,
right
Frank
down
Street.
low.
Frank Street.
Now his store
Yeah,
is
big
huge.
time, yeah.
You can look him up, John.
Yeah.
Cashland.
So you met him. You knew how you
From the
know-
beginning.
From,
You know, from being on the fire truck, 14
Uh-huh.
engine,
Yeah.
and you know how we got to support our own.
yeah.
You know, we got to spend our
Yeah, all
money.
day long.
Right.
You know,
Yeah,
let
they
it,
are
That's how I
street.
go.
Speaking
Yeah.
of supporting our own, shout out to Derek, man, and Solo Notes.
solo notes. Yeah.
Yeah, all
Oh
that.
yeah, I got some gear here.
We all do.
Yeah, you know. So,
So
I
you met
support him.
him,
Yeah, back in the late 90s, he opened up the store down there, and I go by on the fire engine.
Yeah.
Stop.
Okay.
What you got? From then on, that's how I established a relationship with him.
Right.
And then he just started making more money.
Yeah.
And every once in a while, he would give me some free stuff, which
Yeah,
is
yeah, yeah.
hard when you're a private person. They don't want to, you know.
Because I'm thinking about it, like the first brand. I think DC had some stuff, but the first brand in Baltimore that I can go back to is We All One.
We
Yeah,
all
we all
won.
won.
That was
We all
Washington
won.
Street.
Yeah.
Juan
Yeah,
Dixon
we
and
won.
the
Yeah,
Wells
we all
brothers.
won.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So
That was
Did
the
you
first
ever
one.
hit them up too? Did
I
you?
went over there, but that was from the wrong
Yeah.
side of town.
Yeah. You
Nah,
crossed.
that's MJ's spot. That's
Don't
his
go-
people.
That's his people.
That's his people.
Don't-
Oh,
yeah.
he laughing.
Don't go across the viaduct.
That day I ain't have a passport.
Yeah.
You know We
MJ,
All One guy?
yeah,
No doubt.
See?
Even by you being
Profit.
from
Come
here,
Dunbar,
come here.
even hold on, let me get there. Hold
Yeah,
on.
yeah.
Even coming from Dunbar,
Oh no, they knew I played football.
I'm gonna talk about We All One.
Yeah.
Come here,
we
Mike.
all
Come
won.
here,
Go
Mike.
ahead. That's
Come
his.
here, Mike.
That's
Let's
his
talk about
people.
We All One.
To this day,
Let's talk about We All One real quick.
yeah.
Let's talk about We All
He
One.
hang out with him. There you
Yeah,
go.
We All One.
We all won.
We all won
Let
right
him know
here.
about
So,
the we
so
all won.
you helped build that brand?
No.
Okay.
Sam Cassell was involved with We All One.
Okay.
Juan Dixon, the Wells brothers.
Mhm.
They have an offsuit named Profit now.
Okay.
It's called Profit out Profit.
Can't forget about motions.
Motions.
Motions, yeah.
Okay. Okay. Are they all in the same area?
Yeah, Monument Street.
Okay, right there, like Northeast Market. And that whole
That
strip.
street on the right.
That's the only strip, really.
Yeah.
Like,
There you
know
go.
what I mean? But all the businesses are anyway.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So you was rocking it hard.
Always.
They still around?
Oh yeah.
All right, well, hey, we all want motions. Hey,
Profit.
we would love shirt, something, you know what I mean?
Edric Brown, right? Edric.
Edric.
We got a logo and everything. Y'all
Dunbar
hook us up. Y'all come
guy.
on, talk your talk.
Yeah,
You know what I
and
mean?
even from Dunbar, and I played football, but see, they don't recognize you until you take your helmet off.
I got it.
So I had to like say,
No doubt.
My man, Hollins.
yeah, we all won.
Yeah, We All One.
Go in the
Yeah.
store with no cash register.
So you already know what time it is.
Yeah, they,
You already know what time it is.
so he's like, do I get a receipt? They were like, oh, receipt.
Yeah,
Get out of here.
Your merchandise is your receipt. You got your
Bring this
merchandise,
back,
right?
right? Ain't
Yeah,
no bring it back. Ain't no bring it
yeah.
back.
So nah, even though 4 years at Dunbar, you still got to show your credentials
I got
over
it.
there
Yeah, I hear you.
on Monument Street.
Yeah, no doubt. That's
Yeah.
tough, man.
Yeah.
That's tough.
So, because I know
Okay.
Cause I know you just can't be anybody and get that tattoo that you got on your arm right here. You can't be just anybody and get that tattoo.
We looked at your page, man.
Yeah, so talk to me.
You have a lot
talk to me about that WB on your arm. Talk to me, because you have to be. You just can't be anybody.
Certified,
you can't just be anybody and get that tattoo.
I thought it was okay to get it because, like I said, I spent a couple years up in Moore. The couple years I was up there, they had the New York people.
Yeah. I know some New York and Philly people. Yeah.
And they always.
Yeah. Well, no, go ahead.
They always wanted it rap. So I'm like, you know how it is.
Yeah.
Right. That's where I'm from.
Right.
So you had that tattoo since back then?
No, I got it afterwards.
Okay.
It was like a couple of my friends got.
Yeah, because Mello and all them had it.
I didn't know about that.
Yeah.
I was run to a guy from the neighborhood, Damon. Fast, there was a bunch of guys that was in narcotics.
Yeah.
Allegedly. But they did 20 times. So
they did it. So they did it.
10, 12 years, 15 years. So it wasn't allegedly. It was like, burn.
Yeah. All right, well, we can talk about
Right. Talk about
okay, well, they got it's all good. Shout out to them, man.
Shout out to them.
So as a teenager, allegedly, when they needed to get their driver's license, the permit, you had to go up DMV in Mondong and take it on the computer.
Yeah.
My friends from the neighborhood weren't that computer savvy and weren't that bright. So allegedly, somebody would get $200
All right.
and take a test every other week.
All right.
Okay.
And you buy sleepers with the 200?
They would come get me
You buy sleepers
every 2 weeks.
and
I
I
would
$200.
go Charlie Rudolph's
Yeah, Charlie Rudolph.
Right, so that's how I was making all my money.
I mean, you right there in Mondong.
I never had to hustle. I just took their test.
Hey, it was a hustle.
Yeah, and they went up and went down, went left, right, but they always kept me in mind.
Right.
Man, they would come out, hit the horn.
So you're the reason why the NBA is so strict now. You got to have
Probably.
3 proofs of
Allegedly.
identification, your BCE bill. I need your mortgage deed. I need whatever
Yeah,
else.
man, we was weighing them out.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. That's what's
Because
up.
they could all drive.
Right.
So they ain't need anybody. I said, you need me to take your driver's test? I want you to get some more money.
Yeah.
Like, no, we got that. We can take the driver's test backwards in reverse. So, yeah, and all them dudes went on to do what they had to do, and I stayed the course,
So,
Man, I told y'all from the beginning, he's a Baltimore legend. He's a Baltimore
man.
legend.
That's the
I'm saying, y'all just don't
Behind
know.
the scenes.
If you know, you know he's a Baltimore legend.
Behind the scenes.
So real quick. So with that story, I want to. Hopefully, did you have your license already?
I had mine.
Okay, I didn't want you to be
good.
out here taking everybody else's test.
My grandfather had a Ford LTD. They
Look,
put it.
he jumped on the what's the joint that go down Bentlow and all that? What's the bus that go down that way? Like the 91 and all that.
It was the 23 back
And the
then.
23.
Yeah.
You taking everybody testing, you still on MTA. You know
I was going to school on the bus.
Okay.
But my grandfather had a Ford LTD.
Oh,
I was
okay.
whipping that around.
Yeah.
And all the boys I take tests for, they had Maximas and Cressidas.
Yeah.
So I was like, they were laughing at me, but they knew.
Right. Yeah, they knew.
They knew.
I got you.
Yeah.
So just go back to the fire department real quick, right? So you say you promoted 2004. You went back to 14 now.
I was at 55 for 2 years.
Okay.
That's the only company that you transferred?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Lieutenant John Parker, Captain John Parker, 31 engines. He was
Okay.
Well, just retired?
Yeah,
John
it was
just retired?
Yeah, he's retired.
Yeah,
retired, yeah,
they had a
he's
crew.
retired.
It was Lieutenant Parker, Lieutenant Dave Law, Lieutenant John Schaefer, and Captain Seville.
Okay.
They had some hitters.
Okay. Yeah,
So
yeah.
he was getting
There's a
promoted.
lot of testosterone in 14 inches back then.
Man.
Just hearing them names, that's a lot of testosterone.
And I can tell you stories when Lieutenant Chief Mark Ruff came as a lieutenant.
Okay, everyone.
Talk to it.
Oh, yeah.
Tell
Oh,
us.
he came there
Say it.
confident. 33 engine as a firefighter.
Right, so he came from east to west, like, what's up?
And then he did the thing because they didn't have too many good firemen at the time. We hit a dry spell.
Yeah.
So Lieutenant Mark Ruff put out more fire, and at 36 was Lieutenant Arlen Doze.
Oh, yeah, so they was,
He had the same lineup.
Yeah.
Those two.
Shout out to Chief Doe.
Chief Mark Ruff, Chief Doze,
Yeah, Chief
they were
Ruff, yeah.
putting out
Chief
fire
Mark
because I
Ruff.
relieved them. I was the acting guy, so I would relieve them in the morning. Myself and my officer was Captain Surveillance.
Yeah.
Right.
Chief
Okay.
Surveillance.
Yeah, Chief
Okay.
Surveillance.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Chief Surveillance.
Shout out to Chief
Yeah,
Surveillance.
Captain Fischetti was my captain as well.
Yeah.
So I would relieve Lieutenant Mark Ruff, and we had one set of gear.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
So you fight fire.
Yeah.
Going in,
Chance to,
steam burns,
Yeah.
funky sweat, like the wrestling. That's like the
Don't let this video get to OSHA. Please, God.
The wrestling.
like
Yeah, like
the
the
wrestling
wrestling.
too. It smelled bad.
That's what it
in there.
smelled like. Yeah, no doubt.
It smelled like
no
the-
doubt.
oh,
And then you had that brown gear, so it
Brown
wasn't
gear.
absorbing like that.
No,
man.
it wasn't absorbing and wicked.
Yeah.
No sweat from your body
Yeah,
being wicked.
yeah.
Right. So I want to ask you a question because you started at 14, you made it 10, you left, came back for What about 14 that you love? What is it about 14 that you love?
Yeah, because it can't be the 4,000 runs a year.
What is it about 14 you
It
love?
can't be. 'Cause
Believe it or not, the
that's
medic
That's
runs,
abuse.
But you get to see the same people. You get to see the same
Right.
drunks at 2:30 when the ball let out.
Okay, so you already knew you.
Yeah,
when the run
they
came out.
outside.
Yeah.
We only had to go inside for
Richard
overdoses. Richard,
Richard Davis, rest
yeah,
in
he was
peace.
good for 200 runs a year.
Yeah.
And it eats.
Yeah.
You know, so it was that part, and believe it or not, the camaraderie. Because when you're busy, when you had a busy company,
Yeah, you need that. bro.
that keeps the
That's fine.
that keeps the turds away.
Right.
Yeah.
So you may be a little goofy and loopy,
Yeah.
but you still don't mind getting on that fire engine
Yeah,
20
yeah.
sometimes.
You're right.
Shit, and
It
that's what we
definitely make
did.
it go fast.
Yeah.
You'll look up and you'll have like 12 runs and it feel like 6.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
in my years there, my 13 years as a fireman, it felt like 6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In my 16 years as an officer, it felt like 8 until this one guy got promoted to 36.
Oh man, here you go. We talk about
King
you,
Harvey.
bro.
King
We
Harvey.
talking
Let
about
me
you,
talk
bro.
to you. King Harvey, this guy, he's from 52 engine. You know, the nickel deuce.
Dude, shout out. I just was there
and
yesterday.
I was enjoying myself until this guy, this
I hear
lieutenant,
you. All right.
got up there and he started challenging.
Mm.
He
I wouldn't call it
coming-
challenge.
He started coming from me.
I wouldn't call it that.
He
I'm
was
gonna let you
coming.
tell your story, and I'm gonna tell my part.
Okay, all right. Let's talk. I want to hear. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
30
Speak
box.
first. Speak first.
30 box.
Oh yeah, let's talk about that. That's a good
How
one.
you know what he talked about already,
I
bro?
already know, bro. I got a memory like that.
All
Engine
right.
30 out. Engine 53. They weren't. They
Shout out
didn't
to
have,
53.
They didn't have Derek Mann in it.
Yeah, I hear you. It was
Thurman.
53. It was the retirement.
And
Back
my
then, it was
man-
retirement.
And my man Juan.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Rest in
rest in
peace.
peace.
That's big Juan. They didn't have it.
Yeah.
It was different.
Mhm.
So 36 is the Rick. P.O. Thursby. Brand new
Thursby.
Lieutenant Kenny Cash.
Yeah.
Nickel Deuce, right?
I'm
They
listening.
coming up the hill. And I'm like, we first stand with smoke showing, 14, blah, 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 get a size up. Next thing you know, I see them. I said, he ain't trying to be Rick. They not slowing down.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
Allegedly. Next thing you know, he jump off and he
You
going
gonna
in.
get me on charge? I'm gonna come back with an NOI.
Yeah. I'm like, oh.
What's the statute of limitations?
Yeah, right.
When you in your jail.
Right.
That's
That's
good.
what they did.
That was
That's
over,
what
it
they
was
did.
over 4 years ago, so I think I'm good.
Why you
It was
want to be
over
the
4
Rick? Why
years.
you want to be the Rick, yo?
I'm gonna let him finish that. I'm gonna tell him from my
Yeah,
point
why
of
you
view.
want to be the Rick Cat? Okay, I'll let you, Cat. All right, hold
No,
on.
go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
So they not even stopping. They didn't call in Rick or nothing. Thursby was like, he had that look in his eyes.
Yeah.
And I saw Lieutenant Cash. I'm like, oh, shit. And I had my guy with me, Juan Rodriguez.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Woo.
Yeah. Him and his brother. Yeah.
Oh, bad.
Yeah.
Bad.
Yeah.
About this tall.
And
Yeah. They
Yeah, he was a
went to
go-getter,
smoke.
though.
They
He
went to
was a
smoke.
go-getter,
Him and his brother. went to smoke.
so I'm not even fully dressed because I'm not used to any competition. I had
You were doing your
15 years of smoothness until this guy,
Okay.
man, I had to I had my bottle on, but I jumped off so fast I left my helmet up front. That was like, dude, that's a rookie mistake.
Yeah,
That's how you had me
it's the best
grabbing
of
a
it.
little
It's the
bit.
best of it.
Yeah, I went out and I went back to get my helmet, and that's what gave him a second. That's all he needed. Juan go in, and luckily he get it. But I ain't get a chance to call him fire under control. Guess who called fire under control?
You.
I'm gonna tell you my part of this.
Go ahead, man. Go ahead,
So
Cat.
look.
Go ahead, Cat.
All right, so the bus come out. I want to say the address is like maybe like Kasuth or Monastery, Morley, one of them streets
Way
right
up top.
there. In off of Old Frederick.
I know more, yeah.
So we come. You know, Thursby, he know.
He get it.
He spin the block.
He knows
Yeah,
every
he know
hydrant.
the
He
block.
knows everywhere. Yeah.
He know the block. When I say the block, West Baltimore, he know the block.
He knows where every hydrant in the city.
So he like, we going through, we ain't hitting no lights. I said, oh, we got him.
It was
We
like
got it.
it was like
It was nice there. He just
I was saying it was all green lights. We did not run no lights. We stopped at stop signs. There wasn't no stop signs, matter of fact.
Whoa, my
It
man.
was all green lights.
All green lights.
Allegedly.
So we got the hydrant. MJ, what's that hydrant? We got Old Frederick. What's that hydrant? It's like a long lead. What's the one that's closer to going towards Baltimore Street?
Talking about the gas station?
Massachusetts. So we got the hydrant. I called that. No. So he's saying he called
I'm
it.
curious on why with a Rick guy.
We was first. 14 wasn't there yet. I said 36. I'm private first. I got the hydrant. Massachusetts and let's just say Kasuth, which was just S&G, right? We had a long lead. So I see them. They leading off. I'm like, I already called them. I'm good. I done called it already. We nose in together like this.
Yes.
2 engine companies said, fuck the truck. We ain't getting in front. Truck ain't getting in front of the building.
Ain't doing no ladders,
36 and
right.
14 get in front of the building.
I hear you.
So we jumped off. I told Keith Carr, grab a 3 side. It was like a single, like a 2-story framer or whatever, right? 5 was shown. Neither one of us did call a size up in initially.
We racing.
We both got off racing. We running. I see Daryl. I say, Daryl, call him in.
Slow him up. Slow him up.
I'm
That's the
first.
knife in the back. That's the knife in the back. That's
So
the
we
knife
get
the
in
back.
there, right? We beat him in. Keith getting there, Juan behind us. I said, we got him. We at the steps, banking down. You see it right there, front room. And the way this house was cut up, it really wasn't no railing. It was like 1, 2, 3 steps and then a wall. Juan Rodriguez,
Scaled that
this
motherfucker.
tall,
Bang.
jumped
Over.
3 steps in front of Keith's car. I
Bang.
said, Keith, what you doing? I'm banging on chest. What you doing? So I said, that's all right, Keith. Forget, he got it. I get behind Juan.
That's all right, Keith, he got
So
it.
Juan put the fire out.
Does that mean
but I
Juan-
called in 36. I got the fire now.
Right.
You everybody know in the fire department, it's only about what you call on the radio.
Right.
It don't matter what really happened. It's about what was
You
heard.
stole your shit.
So I stole the shine. He was 14, put it out. But 36, I'm the officer. I'm
I was
seeing
hot. I was
everybody.
like this. We went back to the firehouse. I ain't say nothing to Kenny right there. I
Yeah.
went back. I told Juan. I said, "Thank goodness, Juan." I said, "Well, we gonna have to fight them one day, real soon." I told them. They were like, "What do you mean?" I'm like, "We gonna have to fight." I was like, "I got Kenny."
Yeah.
And Kelsey was leading off. I said, "Kenny, Kelsey, you can get Kenny.
Yeah.
Juan, you get that." And I said, "Matt, I was preparing to fight
So-
Lieutenant Kenny
No,
Carey.
no,
But not fight.
No,
but
not
push
fight.
him.
Right.
Yeah,
It's a
yeah.
fight at the front door. But look,
Let him out.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna tell you though, right? I had so much respect for you and even Nord Man and 8 Engine.
Yes.
We would push
It's a
y'all.
competition.
We would push y'all, but I already made it clear to my guys. I'm like, we're not gonna go past it.
Okay.
If they're at the front door, we're gonna back them up. We're gonna push them, let them know we there,
Right.
but we ain't gonna do that because I had so much respect for
All
y'all.
right, y'all.
Now, 20 Engine, sad to say.
What?
I mean, I'm the captain in there, so I can talk.
I'm
my
about to
talk.
put him right here. I'm about to put him right here.
20
Say what you got to
inch.
say.
When it came to 20 inches, all right. Yeah, we doing this live.
Right.
So when it came,
Baltimore City.
so when it came to 20 inches, I was like, it's no host ball. And I said, we gonna go get it.
Yeah,
you know what I
yeah.
mean?
And
But
you
no,
got-
for y'all companies, man, like even with 30 engine with Mo Grant being
Oh,
there,
yeah.
shout out to rest in peace to Mo Grant.
Lieutenant Maurice Grant.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, yes.
We would never. I was never going to try to jump over y'all.
I didn't know that. All I saw was y'all coming. Eyes like this, and I'm like, it was very confusing.
Yeah, nah, man. But it got to a point, Matt Blakely, he know this. He was his favorite line. I'd be like, 36, charge my line. I'd be like, Matt, charge my line. He'd be like, I ain't got no water. I ain't got water. I see the water coming in. What you talking about? You ain't got no water.
King Harvey, this wasn't one time, brother.
It was on time.
He did this every box.
Why you
every
got him out?
time.
Why you got him out?
Every time I come back, I said, I tell y'all we gonna fight one
Got
day.
him out.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and then they got my man Woodhouse.
Oh,
Woodhouse,
yeah. When
Woodhouse
it came,
Beast.
It was a
when it
race.
came, that changed the game.
Woodhouse
Yeah.
a beast.
Yeah.
Woodhouse a
Yeah.
monster.
When it came to change the
So I know we rocking and rolling, y'all. Because you said a name. Just because you said a name, we won't stop where we at. First, before I drop that name, because you said it already. My brother Workman that passed away. This
Yes.
is his last bottle that I own. I want you to tap it. I know you don't drink,
My
but
man.
for my man Workman.
Yeah.
For my man,
Shout out to the
my
dog.
Captain Workman.
Smoke, right?
My
Shout out
Captain
to the
Workman.
dog.
My Captain Workman passed away.
Yeah.
Shout out to the
Shout
dog.
out to
Yes,
him.
100%.
But because you said a name,
Right.
and there's only a few of them. Janelle, Maya Thaxton, her new
Lieutenant
name,
Vernice, the legend,
It's a
Yeah,
couple
legend.
of them.
Lieutenant Vern.
But the one I can say that I seen it, and she was a bad mother. Shut your mouth.
Yeah.
Was Kelsey. Tell me what it was working with Kelsey before we get to anything.
Well,
else. Tell me what
13 years.
When she came,
When she came there, 19, 20 years old.
Yeah.
First of all,
she came to 36 inches.
and she came to 36
I
inches.
thought
Yeah.
she was at
She was
14.
on D shift.
Signed
I didn't know
36
that. I
inches.
didn't know
And
that.
guess what she wanted to be really, really bad?
Where?
She wanted to be a member of 52 inches.
Really? I didn't know
She
that.
Oh, it was like that, bro.
Oh, she wanted 52, but
Okay.
they didn't have room.
We had no space.
No
Yeah.
space.
Okay.
She
Yeah.
wanted 52. Bang. 36, and then she got to 36, and then she decided to come to 14. 19, 20 years
Did she
old.
talk? Did you know she was coming?
Yes, she was close with Terry Smith. Terry Smith.
Paramedic.
Yeah.
And was this the first female that you had in your company?
Oh, without a doubt.
Yeah.
Was she ever? No, she wasn't first.
I got a
Vernice
chance
was
to
first.
knew
work with
about-
Vern, Lieutenant Vern.
Yeah.
I got a chance to work with Lieutenant Vern.
So what was it like when she came to your company?
Worked. Didn't rely on any names. Didn't say I know this person. Even though Kelsey's friend with a
Yeah,
lot of
she-
people, higher ups,
Yeah.
paramedics, even cooks.
Yeah.
Didn't mention any of that.
Yeah.
8 o'clock, we could BSing and talking. Me and Matt Blakely and Zane or whatever. She gone.
Yeah.
She doing her housework. 13 years in the job, 15 years in the job, 13 to 14. Never. She would. I like to make my own bed just because we have our own sheets and have 14 in it. I like.
That was one of the only companies that do that, man. I wish we did that more, especially
Yeah,
now that I'm
own
off.
lady.
30 inches does it too.
Oh, 30 years or two, yeah.
Yeah,
All right, go ahead.
I like to get up there in the morning.
Uh-huh.
She would purposely get up there and make it first.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you gotta do that, Kelsey. You got mad respect. You got time in there.
Right.
No, she wouldn't. She never took a run off. When I say that,
She's truly a firefighter.
And man,
She's
it
a
be
firefighter.
fire blowing out the places.
She used to get to it, bro.
Yeah, and the arsonist that we had. Remember, it was 2000 and
Yeah. Like I want to say, like 14, 15.
Yeah, that bad boy was lighting them off.
Yeah.
Daytime.
Right.
One around the corner, one down the street.
Yeah.
And we were knocking them out.
Right.
Yeah.
Knocking them out. And never once.
So I want you to go ahead.
So tell me, no, go ahead.
All right, so I told you earlier. I want you to look at your phone real quick, right?
Okay.
There's a picture there, right?
All right.
And this is like when I'm a 5th Battalion guy. You know, I came from a 52 engine. I was in the 5th Battalion for 10 years.
45. Say
of my
45.
career. And truck 27. No, I wasn't in 45. I was truck 27. All right, let's get the company right. So, I'm going to let this helicopter go by. I don't know if you can hear me or not, but I'm going to keep going. I spent 10 years in the 5th Battalion, right? Most of my details 5th Battalion. So, I got promoted lieutenant in 2015. And with the 53, had a cup of coffee there, me and Mike Williams switched. That's how I got the 36
I
in.
had no idea.
Psycho Michael.
Mike
Shout
Williams
out-
was ready to slow
shout out to
down.
Mike.
Psycho Michael.
James
And-
Michael Williams, my man.
Yeah, he gonna get on. He coming on here too.
Got to get
You gonna get him
He
on
already
here.
confirmed it. He's gonna come on
Yeah,
here
yeah,
too.
we get him.
And so that's how I got the 36 engine, right? So I'm new, rookie lieutenant, I'm not even known in 3rd Battalion really, right?
Right.
So there's a picture that I put up that I sent you, right? I want you to take a look at.
the group thing. Everybody.
Yes.
Ooh, man. Yeah, that's a lot of us. That's
It's
10
a picture-
truck.
It's a
Yeah,
picture.
so
That's-
it's a picture. Yeah,
That's
it's
Captain
a
Cash and
5
his
round.
crew.
Yeah.
That's
So who was on
36.
it? Yep. So I had. I'm gonna let you see who some
Mr.
of those
Richardson,
names.
Mr.
Corey Richardson.
Shout out to Corey.
Keith Carr.
Keith Carr, Sterling
Sterling.
Williams.
Sterling,
Ooh,
my guy.
Yeah.
Then with you had Kelsey, you
Kelsey,
had Blakely.
Blakely, my man Lieutenant Quick from 10 Truckers on
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
Quick,
Oh my gosh, yeah, this is
Mark
Mark Tracy.
Mark Tracy, Wilbur Smith.
Mark Tracy, 10
And then you
Truck
got Big Cat in the middle.
Yeah, Chief Hoffman
Chief
in the
Hoffman.
middle.
Big
yeah.
Cat. Woo,
Yeah,
yeah.
Captain Cash became family, man. Even
Yeah.
though we was knocking heads
Yeah.
every box, not one box off.
Yeah. When I took that picture, when I seen the picture, I know for me, I felt like then I was a part of
The third.
that triangle.
Yeah, 3rd.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That 3rd Battalion triangle where everybody knows, 36, 8, 14, that's that triangle. You know what I mean? That's when I really felt
Yeah.
and that,
Like I say, Captain Cash came and he solidified.
Yeah, yeah,
36 was always
I
legit.
appreciate it, man.
But it became like they knew after every fire was coming back to the kids and saying, "We gonna fight." And they knew I wasn't going. I'm like, boom. And then Medic 21 was Tanya Williams, and she was like, "You can't beat them because Kenny Cash is all Metro Lacrosse." I'm like, so? And then she was like, Grant Woodhouse was in the military, and I was like, "Matt,
yeah, he's
still,
a
can
Marine.
you still take him?" I'm like, we were plotting against y'all.
Yeah.
We just,
This man's my motivation. I got a new Kenny for a long time, man. I wanna be with him. He's a great man. He's a great man.
Honestly,
And he's my motivation.
a
He's my
leader
motivation.
too, man. A
He's
leader.
my motivation.
Boy,
Hey,
leader.
man.
That's
But it's all about giving flowers.
Hey, man, but we about giving you your flowers.
No,
your story,
I got
man.
shout out, like you say, King.
Oh, no, yeah.
52 engine, the whole crew, man.
Yeah.
Everybody from 52,
Yeah.
past and present, from Chauncey, my man Lamar.
Oh, yeah.
Tiny.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Tiny Minor, yeah.
So,
yeah,
man,
yeah.
So I know where we're going, but I want
Matthew Lee, I can't stop.
Oh, Matt Lee.
Fresh
Can't stop,
promoted.
can't stop,
Congratulations.
can't stop, won't stop. Right,
Yeah,
can't stop, won't
he's
stop.
sneakers too, but go ahead.
Oh, no, that's all good, because I just want to pay respect.
Yeah, that picture was,
Yeah.
I
I just want to pay
that's the
respect. I
family.
just want to pay
Yeah.
respect. Because the story I heard, I just want to verify it, because some people talk about this. Was it your vacation? Stricker Street?
January,
Was that your vacation?
That was P.O. Blakely's. He burned all his days. He didn't have days. So when his number was coming up, me and Kelsey was always like, oh, yeah, next week,
So you took Max. So you took
Saturday.
Uh-huh.
Because we offered it to Kelsey first.
Uh-huh.
Because, new husband,
Uh-huh.
new daughter, so it was like,
Uh-huh.
Kelsey, she was like, you get to take Saturday the 22nd and Monday the 24th. And sure, she was like, she said, I'll take Saturday. She had a ski trip.
Yeah.
Like, giving me the scraps. You could take Monday.
Yeah.
The 24th. And
Yeah.
that was it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's how it.
So I'm gonna give you the floor for
Okay.
the world to know, because
Yeah,
you're the
'cause-
officer,
and-
man.
and just to know-
she's under you, right?
Right.
And before I let you do the story, right? I don't want to say this for all of our viewers, right? We normally always talk about Stricker Street.
This will be our
This
last
is going to be
time.
the last time we bring up Stricker Street because it's coming from.
We don't want to forget it.
It's
not
never-
us
it's never
forgetting it.
forgotten,
We
but
paid our respect to it.
This
Yeah.
man right here, he's going to put the exclamation point.
Yeah.
Point. So
So
we're going to let you have
talk to me about it.
January 24th.
about where you were at
And
when it happened,
okay.
and all your feelings. Let it
We're
out
gonna
now.
go back
Let
to
it out.
22nd, the
Okay.
Saturday, our first day. That was our second day of shit. 8 o'clock in the morning, myself, Matt Blakely, Zane was off burnt from the fire on January 1st. And Kenny Lacayo, 6 months at 14 inches, 2 years in the job. Smiles, giggles, happy-go-lucky. Right. Upbeat, a survivor. My man was telling me stories about him growing up. He's not from here.
Where you from?
He was from, Nicaragua.
Oh,
Woo.
yeah.
I thought he was born.
Yeah.
He was born in Nicaragua.
He laughed at our ghettos.
Oh,
When
okay.
he took runs, he was like, this your
This
ghetto?
is it.
Yeah. He was like, shit, y'all got roofs.
Like, my time so you got, man?
Right, roofs, y'all got roofs, y'all got running water. So I was, I had
real.
6 months to deal with Kenny. He telling me these stories and I'm blown away.
Yeah.
I'm like, my man, you've been through some shit, man.
right.
I'm like, damn, I'm impressed. Plus he was ALS.
Oh,
You know,
was it?
and Kelsey gave him a hug and a kiss every day.
Oh, I bet
Because
she
she
did.
dealt with us cavemen.
Yeah.
First responders, damn near.
Yeah,
Don't
yeah,
say
yeah.
EMT. We
EMT.
down there, we be like, ooga booga.
Yeah.
You know, that's how we
Fire,
roll, medic
yeah.
run. Fire. Oh, medic run. You can't breathe, hands in our pocket. You know, so yeah. Allegedly.
Allegedly.
So yeah, so Kelsey carried the weight for 11, 12 years.
Yeah, she's super.
Kenny come, she was like, oh my God. And I did too, because not only did he do all that, he was like, Lieutenant, stay on the pump, I got this. On medic runs, I'm sitting on the pump and saying, man, he in there calling for units. And that's what my girl Kelsey never did. She was like, you get your ass, come here with us. I'm like, God damn, Kelsey. So I had to go in.
Yeah.
But with Lacayo, he was like, I ain't had to go in. So I'm like, shit, Kenny, I want to hug you too.
Right.
He making this swoop food in the morning. He making up some rock stuff, and he got the music playing.
Okay. The
Yeah.
salsa music.
Salsa, man. I'm like, we grooving.
Yeah.
This is the missing link, man. He hitting that shit. He's
Yeah.
ALS. He never complained about the medic unit. So Saturday is me, Blakely, Kenny, and a detail person. Saturday morning. We're going down Wilkins Avenue, the opposite way of not Stricker. We went to Calhoun. It was Gilmore Street. Blocked up. Gilmore and Pratt. We had a fire set. Me and Kenny. 2-story brick dwelling.
Yeah.
It's 8, 9 in the morning. We drive down Wilkins and Chief Hudson coming up the opposite way. He picking up mail from somewhere 47 and he telling us it's a fire behind us and we don't know. We like waving like idiots and stuff. We like, hey, and he was like turn around and look and we look.
That's how
like,
you know when you get fired like that. You're like,
hey, we like we wasn't even. Next thing you know, it's a fire. So we whip around, second floor, building, 2-story brick, vacant. Me and Kenny, I get behind Kenny. He dressed and ready. You know, he dressed ready. So I'm running down the street trying to catch up with him. He put it out, no complaints, man. No complaints. Second floor, boom. The next morning, Sunday morning, in between shifts, his fiance Claire. She comes to pick him up because his car's at the airport because he traveled a lot. Kenny traveled, so he went to Mexico or Cancun somewhere. So his come in 7:30 in the morning. How you doing, Claire? That's the second time meeting. She was like, I was so happy because he had the cameras all everywhere. I said, look, we posted a picture on Instagram. This was yesterday. Kenny going in, he did a great job. We took a picture and everything, and she wasn't even the least bit impressed. And had no idea at the time. Like, she just, mind you, beautiful woman, speaks 4 different languages. She's from, Belize somewhere. Just from North Carolina. Mind you, Kenny met her a few years ago and said, you coming up to Baltimore. Uprooted her from North Carolina to be to Baltimore just so he could be in the BCFD. So she had some intuitions about all of this. She listened to me talk. She said, Kenny's my soon-to-be husband. We leaving out. It's 7:30 in the morning. I said, all right, I'm off tomorrow. The Queen Bee comes back. Kenny good. I ain't said this to nobody. On my way up the steps. On my way up the steps, she grabbed my leg. She said, Daryl, I want to have a lot of babies with this man.
Wow.
Sunday morning.
Come here, man. Look, I know you don't drink, but
I'm gonna drink for you, bro.
Oh, yeah, man.
Yeah,
man.
Yeah, that's a true story, man.
I need to do this. I need to continue, because the world needed to hear this.
That was Sunday morning, man. And Monday morning, I said, and she said, I want to have a lot of babies with these men. So I'm like, God damn. I said, Claire, we good. I said, I'm off tomorrow, but the Queen Bee come. Man, it's sure shit, man. That just like, and then she said, okay, and they hugged and they left out. And I walked down the steps to see him get in the car. She had a convertible BMW. Nice. Yeah, pimping. She wasn't no hillbilly. She wasn't from the quad. Whoa, she had a convertible BMW. Yeah, she wasn't from the quad, which is, I know people want to know what the quad is.
We know, for those who know.
We'll tell you what the quad is.
Yeah, so that was it. That was Sunday. That was the last time I saw Kenny. And then the fire happened, and Monday morning,
where were you at?
I'm home in my basement. And
when did you get the call? Chief
Jason Goodwin is a few miles up the road. Chief Jason Goodwin is my man. You know, he started out at 14.
Right. Yeah.
You know, he's solid dude.
Solid dude.
One of the most solid. Shout out to Chief Goodwin and Chief Bradley, man. They twin souls, yo.
He's supposed to come on the podcast.
He making money.
He up now.
7:30 in the morning. Boom, 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 boom. I'm in my basement. I come up the steps, and Jason got the long hair. Yeah. And I'm up in Harford County. And my wife answered the door. She was like, "It's a white crackhead out front." I said, ain't no crackhead, that's Jason.
Oh my God.
We need
that. We need that little bit of laugh on this.
We needed that.
That's not a crackhead, that's Jason Goodwin. And my wife didn't know that he was promoted to chief. She remember we carpooled, he was a rookie.
Yeah.
I said, he's a chief. What she said, she looked at me, she was like, yeah, chief, and you just a lieutenant still.
The crackhead, the chief.
Thanks a lot.
Yeah, make me look bad.
And then he said, yo, Kelsey and Kenny is a fire in the trap. And I was just, from that moment on, I was numb. You know what I'm saying? Is anybody have somebody close to them? Yeah. And I was like, oh shit, and it just wasn't real that day. And Jason was like, you driving or I'm driving? And I said, I'm a driver, because he had a cell phone, he had a radio, he well connected. He was listening to shit. I'm like, and I pulled way I'm down there. And I'm like, it didn't sound good. It went from, recovery to nothing, rescue. And so, it was pretty bad. And when I got there, they already had everybody out and everything. And that was where it just sounded like it was like definite, a blur. Man, this don't seem real.
You went to the scene.
Went to the scene with Jason Goodwin. I was riding. We got there.
And I didn't go down to the next day because that happened on. I worked B shift. I had worked B shift that night at Truck 18. I just got back 20 years ago.
We didn't go. Everybody went, but they kept us in Walbrook. We didn't go. We didn't go. And so my brother, if you don't mind, talk to me about while you was there and your feelings, what you were feeling, if you don't mind.
Disbelief.
For the world to know.
Disbelief, numb, because we spent 13 years together, Kelsey, and Kenny was six months, 2 years in the job, seeing him on the ambo, and never pissed off, never mad. And Kelsey, that's my heart and soul.
So I'm gonna say this, right? And the first time I'm saying this to you, I know you a little bit, right?
Right. Oh yeah, we go back.
Right,
and then
a lot of people thought you weren't going to survive the fire department, that you were going to retire, right?
No, man.
So talk to me about
that's
that.
Kelsey and Kenny had hearts of lions. So I ain't going nowhere. Right. I can't go out, just like that. That would be like a sucker. Yeah. So and that's pretty much it. No, man. I'm hanging around a little bit.
Yeah, man. I still I remember the day of the funeral. I remember I finally caught up with you once they put the caskets on the wagon and everything like that. It took off, and I caught up with you right there by the convention center, man. I just gave you a hug, man. I was numb, man. I was numb. I didn't. I could feel that hurt, man. You know what I mean? I just wanted to take some of that hurt from you.
And King Harvey been down there with us too for 24 for ships. King Harvey been down there. We were there.
You know what I mean? So
and everybody that's. We family, man. We all family. We all felt something. Listen to George talk about it. And shout out to Fatima, Lieutenant Fatima. Shout out to Captain Detta. They all checking on. I ain't expected, them to check on us. People from the 5th, y'all stay together. Y'all, but it was people from the 5th reaching out. Shout out to everybody, man.
Grantland, all of them, man. My guy on 23 engine, he did his thing.
Nick Green. Shout out to Nick Green, man.
He ran. You know what Nick Green did on that fire? You know what he did? He ran to the hospital and then ran back to the scene.
He drove the medic to the hospital and ran back to the scene.
That's an engine warrior, man. P.O. Elliott down 23 engine, man. He always D-shift, man. We stuck together, man.
Yeah, man.
So that was it. That was.
I for that happening, Stricker Street happening, everything happening there from Preston, the Workman, and everybody else, right?
Oh my gosh.
Them 5-6 people that we lost, man, it was like
The best
it
we
felt
had.
like a movie. It felt like a movie.
It was
Best-
amazing.
It
the
felt like a
best we
movie.
had.
Like it didn't feel real. Like
Yep.
it was a movie.
Workman, Juan didn't believe it.
Yeah, even one.
My story still pops up from Facebook. The Facebook is motherfucker.
Yeah, they hit you.
Of Workman last day coming to the firehouse. I was on the phone with him. He was like, yo, we was on the phone for like an hour. He was like, I'm coming to the firehouse. And my story still pops up with him last day at the firehouse.
Yes.
Yeah, the day before.
Yeah, the day before it happened. He came to the
And,
firehouse.
and talk to Russell
Yeah.
Phillips, man.
Yeah.
He been down the 3rd Battalion, and we had some fires together.
Yeah.
When he was on the pipe,
Yeah.
Russell
Yeah.
Phillips.
Yeah.
And we had fire, and then put that fire out. We had to go extra in one, and then while we packing hole, we look behind us, there's another fire. And Russell Phillips, he was on that.
Right.
Yeah,
He was on the pipe.
Yeah.
So now, as your career continues to go,
Yes.
I see you at where you at
Safety
now?
officer.
Safety officer
Been there
2
for a
or
year.
4?
2.
Safety officer 2. That's at Old
East,
Town.
yeah, I'm down in East Baltimore.
Oh, you back over east side now.
Yeah, yeah,
Now you
right
trying
by
to get a-
Dunbar.
So you got WB right there.
That's
Now
not
you trying to get an
permanent?
EB.
Is that
Yeah.
permanent?
You gonna put an
Permanent
EB on your other phone?
No, man, I can't. I gotta check with MJ. See, you gotta
Yeah,
check.
yeah. You gotta check in, right? Right in there when they
Can I?
you gotta check
Because
in.
when I go to Northeast Market, I gotta like keep
Check
my head
in.
on the
Yeah,
swivel.
yeah, yeah,
And
check
he there
in.
every time I go up there.
Yeah.
Cause I'm sure you get checked because of your tattoo. They gonna
No, I
pull
wear
your
long
card.
sleeve.
I got you. Right. No spoil, no trouble.
And
Over
MJ up
Daryl
there,
Street.
him and Jack Young, the
Word.
mayor,
Oh,
they like
yeah.
this.
Oh,
Oh,
really?
he connected.
Even chicken box.
All
Am
the
I lying?
stories, all the skeletons are coming out.
See?
every day.
Allegedly, no.
Allegedly.
Him and Jack Young like this.
Right. So you want to write the speeches, right?
Right.
I ain't doing the shooting.
I ain't
So,
doing it. I ain't the one.
right, I ain't the one doing it. I met Jack. Why not? I met Jack Young one day at Lake Montebello. Me and my wife just go up there and walk, right? And I ran up on him, whatever like that. We was going to the park at the same time, and so he's right next to me. I'm just talking to him regular. Then I'm like, yeah, I'm a firefighter. First thing he say to me, tell your union to shut the
That's why he straight Marshall, right?
Certified.
Off from Marshall.
First thing, when I
Certified.
told my firefighter, first, tell your union to shut the
Certified.
That's what's
Yeah,
up, man.
so we're gonna. If you, I know you watched all of them, and I love it. Right?
Okay,
I love it.
right.
Yeah.
Just
So
the
we got-
time, just the time,
Yeah.
right?
Okay.
Yeah,
Just the
the
time.
Mount Rushmore.
Mount
man.
Rushmore.
Tell me what it is.
Kelsey, Kenny Lacayo, Paul Buttram, Smoke, Ron Wilson, and Lieutenant Maurice
Okay,
Grant.
now you gave me them. Now you gave me them.
Lieutenant Maurice
No,
Grant.
I need another one. I want another one.
Number 24 inch.
Yeah, I want another
Number 24 inch
Yeah,
firefighter.
yeah, I love it. I love that. I love
Okay.
it. That's paying respects.
Yeah, that's them.
It's
That's,
paying respects. That's one. That's one.
that's
I want you to give me
yeah,
another
you
one.
getting two of
I want you to give me another one. Of them that they have their
People who
own.
just
They have
influence
their
you
own. They have their
throughout
own,
life.
and I love it and I respect it.
Jared
So give me
Stafford
another
gotta be
one.
in
Okay.
Stafford.
Yeah, Stafford.
You look at that, I sent you a little picture.
Captain Jasper. 'Cause he
I want you to look at that picture.
cool under pressure.
Matter of fact, after you get done, I'm gonna show you that.
Janelle Taylor.
Mm.
She stole some fires from 14
Yeah.
Ninja when she was down there.
Mm.
Oh yeah, she went
Yeah.
through the window
She
on
ain't
one
tell
of
that
them.
part.
Yeah.
She went through the window in the
Yeah.
red.
She ain't pat herself on the
I
back
was
about
on
that
vacation.
part.
I came back. They would say, "You couldn't believe what Janelle
Right,
did. She
right.
went in the window.
Yeah.
Helmet came on, put the
Yeah.
fire out, and they come in through the front door, and she already put the fire out. Janelle in the kitchen.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna stick with those three.
One more. Give me
One more. Somebody, it could be. It don't even have to be
When you was a
fire
rookie-
department. It don't have to be
No,
fire
no,
department.
we keep
You
it
want-
fire
I'm
department.
okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. When you was a rookie, somebody had helped
Captain
you.
Kenny Cash.
Oh, come on.
Yeah,
no,
he
no,
just
no.
a grab.
No,
No, King
no,
Harvey, I know
no,
you don't
no,
want to, man.
no,
I got
no,
you.
man.
The
No,
nickel
no,
deuce, man.
no. How you gonna get on there before me? No, no. Nobody
man.
said my name. You
Hey,
can't
you know
say
why?
his name.
Hey, you know why?
Captain
can't
Kenny
say
Cash.
it.
Hold
No,
on. You
I
know
got
you want to know how I
to.
got in there
Why?
before?
Right.
Ken?
I got to.
You can't get on here before me.
When-
No,
when
no.
I was happy when my man Al Jarrett made number one, but when
Yeah.
this man came out number one, I was like, yes.
Yeah,
I
I
get
love
to-
it. I love
yeah,
it.
he's
I
gone.
love it. I love
She
it.
You know what
said,
though, man?
Ain't no spots around here in the third. Captain Cash has gone somewhere else that ain't around here. He ain't at 36.
So what's the plan for you after this fire department? What's the plan? What are you doing after the fire department?
I'm going to move somewhere.
Where? Talk to me.
I don't
Where?
know.
Where,
Uh,
what you think? What's the plan? Tell
Uh,
me. Aruba, like what?
no, North Carolina, South Carolina.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know where yet, but
Okay.
it's going to be far away.
Yeah.
Where they don't tax your pension?
They don't tax my pension.
Right.
I'm going to get off Facebook and Instagram except for about 10,
Yeah,
10 people.
yeah.
And sit on the porch. It's going to be near a gym.
Okay.
It's going to be near Planet Fitness or
Yeah.
Gold's Gym.
Yeah, yeah.
And sit on the porch and wave at cars every 15 minutes.
Okay.
That's dope, man.
That's dope, man. That's dope.
That's it.
Hey,
dope.
LT, like I said, this show when we came up with this idea, like I always say, when we came up with the idea for this show, man, it was to give guys like you, Cat, Jasmine, everybody we bring on here, the opportunity
Lieutenant Vern,
to tell their story.
Because you got a story to tell.
And the world needs to hear y'all story because so much often, you know, death wars come out and you go
Other
to
people telling your
funerals
story.
and everybody else is telling your story and there's always a gray area. But now, your story is told out your mouth. Your family will always have this video recording.
Yes.
And it'll live forever.
So this is
With the
where we
power
all
of
come
YouTube.
in. Come on, fellas.
You know what I'm
Come on,
saying?
fellas.
So,
Come on, fellas. This is where we all come in. We
You know,
all
man.
won. We all won.
we all won.
We all won.
We all
You know
won.
what I'm saying?
Mine
We all
street.
won.
Store with no cash
We all
register.
Yeah.
Right.
Still with
We
no
all
cash
won.
Pull
register.
me up.
Come on,
You know,
Mel.
man.
Come on, Mel.
Workman, you got to
man.
be the workman. You pull your own troubles, all right? You always pull your own troubles.
You know what I mean? So, like I said, man, we appreciate you coming on the show.
Man, the honor.
You know what I mean? And us, it's an honor having you on.
And it's a team.
It's definitely
it's a
a
team.
team.
It's a
It's
team.
always a team.
It's a team.
And you know, so
You truly are the definition of a living legend.
You are.
And I want you to continue
You are.
to walk in
And
your
I want
greatness.
you
I
to
take a
that.
sip of something out
And
of the
I want you
bottle
to
for
take
y'all.
that.
Walk in your greatness.
Give me a sip of something.
Walk in your greatness,
Can I sip out
bro.
the bottle?
You
You had about
You can have
Yeah,
it.
walk in your greatness.
Because for who you are,
Take
man,
it
you
easy,
putting
though.
greatness
Take
in
it
there.
easy.
You
Take
know
it
what I
easy.
mean?
Great man.
Hey, look, as the plans finish around the corner, you can burn them calories off real quick. Hey,
Yeah.
here's another episode of Chauncey
Chauncey
Smoke.
We give it to you.
I'm going to share the drink with y'all.
Daryl.
I'm going to mess up the bottle.
That's
Tom,
fine.
we appreciate you, brother.
Yeah.
Keep doing your thing. You're a great one. Pass your knowledge on. Hey,
Continue to walk in your greatness.
Thanks for
Continue to walk
sharing
in
that
your
story
greatness.
with us.
Yeah, man.
Everybody
Yeah,
got it.
yeah.
out
Family,
hey,
baby.
here's
We all
another
won.
episode of Chauncey City
We all
Smoke.
won.
Check it out. Coming
West
up.
Baltimore, you heard?
West Baltimore, living
heard?
legend, certified.
West Baltimore,
Baltimore
you heard?
certified.
Woo!
Fire
West
department
Baltimore,
certified.
you heard?
Thanks for tuning in. Join the next one.
Yeah,
Keep it smoky.
Always.
Keep it smoky,
always,
baby.
Yeah.
Always.